Hi friends, my name is Chris Wise. This is my 1976 Chevy G10 Shorty. Just going to tell you a little bit about why I got it. When I was born, my dad had the same similar van, Kragers, flares. He had shag. It was a Shorty as well with Thrush side pipes. And anyway, I rode in that van the day I was born. And my dad was never really a 2% party vanner. He was a dad, and he never really drank and got wild, but he sure loved his vans. And he's more of a muscle car guy. He was, used to buying like big block Camaros and Trans Ams, and I guess at the time, 44 years ago, the SUV was the van. So you could load it all up, put the family in it, and unlike today, everyone has SUVs. But engine, it's a 355 cubic inch Corvette. My buddy Mike Rush did the engine. We kind of teamed up, and we put 10-to-1 pistons in it with a little show cam, little comp thumper cam, so it still gets pretty good gas mileage. And so we prepped it with to go on long travels. It's been to California. We're getting ready to run to California on the Wild Cherry run this week, next year again. And so it's just got a 10-inch or 11-inch used converter. It's not really a powerhouse, but just enough to get it going. But as far as me being in vanning, I've had this about 5 years, and I really enjoy it. I've done most of the paint work. I've did all the interior. I helped with the engine, tranny, rear end. I did all new brakes, ball joints, tie rods, shocks. I went through probably 3 different sizes of wheels before I was happy with the nice staggered Kragers that's on it now, and I'm pretty happy with it. It's got headers on it with Patriot intermediate pipes that go to the side pipes, and it sounds pretty good. My fog lights are 1976 Sears Roebuck quartz. It was amazing that I found them. I'm trying to stay correct with the culture and the time. I don't really want to go newer than 1980. The sunroof's a 1980, and they didn't start galling the doors till I think maybe late 78, 79. So it does have a couple newer features that had to be put on. I just wanted them.
Flare kit on it?
Yep, and I one-pieced the front, so it is a one-piece with the fender flares and the lower air dam. And I just thought that's just something a little different. A lot of people just put them on as the 3-piece, and I thought, well, I want to do a 1-piece. I did a Mark Hahn roll pan, and I one-pieced it as well. The Thrush side pipes, they're 43 years old. They were pretty rough when they were on the van, and they looked like gravel. And I spent a week sanding and polishing them, and got them to look halfway decent. They're presentable. So for being that old, they're still here today and working. And I did a little something different with the Kragers. These are a Street Pro spinner. I wanted something with a little more spin on it. So a little different. You probably won't see them set up like that. We'll take a look at this gall door. This is the original door off the van. It's metal. I got some of the pieces off a matchstick, helped me out, and utilized this door. It shuts pretty easy. I shaved out the handle, shaved off the lock. I kept it mechanical, so there's no electronics. And it works pretty good. I'm happy with it. The seats are out of a late 70s Ford. They somewhat match. I'm happy with them. They're comfortable. 360 swivel bucket with armrests. That's pretty comfy when you're on a 5,000-mile drive out to California. I'm from Ohio here, so I do like driving this thing. I put some major miles on it in the last 2 years. And it's the original ice box, the original design, counter, and sink. This van is an original Cobra conversion. We thought it was an LRP, but we are convinced now it was a special order Cobra conversion. Someone ordered it with this wall and bed, which is something I think is really rare and why I wanted it. And all the lighting works. And the ice box really works really well. I put a bag of ice in the top tray. It'll keep everything cold for a good 12 hours or maybe a little longer. Okay, yeah, this is my Midland CB. It is dated 1976, so it is correct. And I found it new in the box, never opened, still had plastic on it. And I got a retro looking Bluetooth radio, sounds real well. So it is modern, but I like it. You got to have good tunes. Some Michael Swan pinstripe. He did an awesome job on that. And I got blue tint windows. I did that myself. I'm no professional, but don't look too bad.
Pop out, keep it cool.
Yep, and then these are the Astro ports, which were put in by Cobra. And the original vent topper is nice. It was in there, and the original rack on the top. I do fit in the bed. I'm 6 foot, and it's comfortable. I sleep in this at every truck-in I go to. And even when we're not going to a truck-in, I take it to our regular campgrounds, and we have a good time. I got enough tools in this thing to change an engine out at Holiday Inn. Oh. All I gotta do is rent the puller, you know. So I am prepared and prepped for our long rides, our long runs.
Everything's under the bed, right?
Yeah, everything. Spare tire, oil, all the tools I need, jack. I even got a subwoofer and amp under the bed. Got a little boom boom when I'm jamming my 70s music. And here's, I had Michael Swan put just a special thanks and inspiration to my mom and dad for raising me, and I feel I turned out okay. Mandy Shook, good friend of mine, she helped out a lot with the interior and kind of supporting me with this big long ordeal of facelifting this thing. It was, you know, a lot of cuss words, a lot of late nights. And Wild Cherry van, Chris Carter, big inspiration for me. I put this van together along with him putting the Wild Cherry together, so that was a fun gig. And I got my engine builder, Mike Rush, his name's on the back as well. So normally you don't see stuff like that on a shorty. All right, I'm gonna start this up for you, let you hear it. It's just, it's got the Comp Cam's show cam, bumper cam. Don't sound too bad.
Oh yeah. Nice.
But there it is. This is my my pride and joy. I love this thing.